As I'm sure you already know, the jab is the most effective and useful punch in boxing. But there's actually other ways we can use the jab to manipulate our opponent and set up other shots. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 unique ways to use the jab in boxing. I'm going to teach you how to do each unique way. I'm going to teach you when to do each unique way. And I'm going to tell you which shots it will help set up or which things it will put you in a better position to do.
What's going on here?
Oh, please get this on camera.
Top rope and that.
The first unique way we can use the jab is by blinding, right? So let's imagine our opponent's got his guard nice and tight. Now we can use our lead hand, just place it in the middle of their guard. Now they can't see fuck all. So now there's several things we can do once we've blinded our opponent. We could either move like this. We only leave our hand on the gloves for a split second because otherwise it leaves us vulnerable for their punches. For example, as I put it out, you can throw a right hand over the top like that. But if I do it quickly and move, and you won't know where I am. You see Lomachenko do this a lot. I can move the other way too. The other thing we can do when we're using our lead hand to blind is as soon as we've blinded them with our lead hand, we can throw shots and we can leave our hand there as we throw it. I always see Shakur Stevenson do this, like put his lead hand up, throw a body shot as it's in the way. You could also do this, leave it there, come around the side, or leave it there, come up the middle, go to the body. So that's how we can use our lead hand to blind our opponent and either move or throw shots.
Can you blind with your right hand?
Nah, fuck doing that. Plus it's with this video is about the lead hand, innit?
Ah, yeah. What if I'm a southpaw? What if I'm a southpaw?
Doesn't matter. Still do it, bruv. But
All right.
the next thing we can do is just touch with the lead hand. So we want to try and keep, well, the main aim of boxing is to try and make our opponent think about what we're doing more than what they're doing. If we can make them think more about what I'm doing than what they're doing themselves, then they're not going to be thinking about how they can land their punches. They're just going to be thinking about how to avoid mine. It's just like a game of chess, right? If you're constantly thinking about how you're going to checkmate their king, then and thinking less defensively, then you're more likely to checkmate their king. Whereas if they're constantly pressuring you and trying to checkmate your king, then you're not really thinking about checkmating their king. So then the more you put them under pressure, the more you make them think, then the more advantage you have. A great way to make them think more is by touching with the lead hand. You want to stay active in a fight. The more active you are, the more they have to think about what you're going to do. So a thing you can do is just keep touching like this with the lead hand. And now that's keeping their mind occupied on what you're doing. That's just touching and they're thinking about what you're going to do next. Obviously you can throw punches off this, you keep touching, come to the body, go around the side. You can just throw punches, combinations off this, making them think more. And that's all you're doing is just touching with that lead hand. It takes no effort. It's worth doing.
No effort?
Pretty much. The next unique way that we can use our lead hand is by feinting with it. Right? Obviously, the jab is the most commonly thrown punch, and you want to try make people react to your feints. To make people react to your feints, you've got to almost convince yourself that you're going to throw them and then only actually throw 20% of them, as we talked about in another video. So with the lead hand, it needs to be twitching. See, my feints are that good. Really shit himself. Use the lead hand and twitch up and down. Use it to move like this. Now, the guy I used to box with would literally have his hand going like this, non-stop. And it's bloody annoying because you just don't know what it's going to do. And then as you're twitching like this, you can just, see it. You can feint down and go high, or feint high and go low. Using a lead hand to feint is actually very effective for setting up other shots. A quick example could be, I could feint down the middle and come around the sides, or I could feint to the body and come up to the head, or I could feint to the head and come to the body. But yeah, use the lead hand to feint. Same thing as that chess match sort of idea where you're making them think more. The more you feint, the more they've got to think about what you're doing. The next unique way you can use your lead hand or your jab is by using it to split their guard. Now imagine he's got a really tight guard If I throw a jab like this, then it's not really going to be able to get through. But if I orientate my hand 90 degrees like this, then it's a bit thinner and I can split open that guard a bit better and get through, right? Usually it doesn't do that,
Go on, dude.
but it should. It should. Oh,
Why?
fucking hell.
Yeah, this
Man,
is splitting.
What? You put your guard
Yeah, I'm
proper.
just not going to fucking do that, mate.
You put your guard proper like
I don't know
this.
if you're just going to split my guard.
That's the point.
I don't want you to split my guard and hit me in the nozzle.
I'm not going to hit you in the face. Do it slow, look.
Oh.
Are we cutting all that out? Right. As I was saying, instead of throwing the jab like this, orientate our hands so we can get through and split the guard, right? This also gives us the opportunity to obviously land with our jab and then come up the middle with other shots. So once we split that guard, we want to follow up with other punches or a straight right or use it to set up a body shot or whatever. The final unique way you can use your lead hand is by using it as a trigger. Now, the jab, any chance? The jab is usually the most counterable punch, right? Because it's the one you're expecting the most. So if someone's trying to counter your jab, let's say you go to throw a right hand, then I know that's triggering Jordan to slip and throw a right hand, right? To expose that opening that I've created from throwing the jab, right? Now I can trigger him to do that counter by throwing my jab. I now know this. I've downloaded this information. So I know as he's going to go and do that, I can drop outside of it and throw my own right hand, or I could feint, get him to do that slip and right hand, and then as he comes through with that, I can throw my right hand, or I could lean back out of the way of his and throw mine, or I could catch him on the way out with a left hook. There are some examples that you could do. So you can also use your jab or your lead hand to trigger a reaction out of your opponent, anticipate it, and then counter the counter.
Can I do the outro?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let me talk to the viewers at home.
Go on.
Viewers of Hybrid Warrior Training. We offer a premium school community called Hybrid Warrior Elite, which is designed for beginner to novice boxers who are willing to learn online with or without a gym. We do not want people who are afraid to put in the repetitions. We do not want people who would rather spend their money on a night out than mastering boxing with perfect fundamentals. We do this with 3 components. Number 1, video reviews. Ollie will review your footage and highlight the weaknesses, set you drills, which come from our full access courses, drills, programs. And finally, we have a premium community of boxing coaches, enthusiasts, all on the same path as you, designed to aid you to success.
What does that aid you?
Aid
Aid you?
It's like someone just tickled your balls and just it's you.
Link in the description.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.